everybody, Mark, aka the Nerdy Punk, back again tonight for a new video. Tonight's video is going to be the first in this series of videos that I want to do in the fall, within the next month or so, on some spooky season titles, some horror movies, some kind of scary movies that I'd like to cover on the channel. And the first one is a movie called Pearl, which just released in theaters a couple weeks ago. I saw it on opening weekend, but I just, for whatever reason, was not feeling like making a video. Life has been very stressful for me lately, but I want to go ahead and talk about the movie. So it's not necessarily the most timely, relevant one, as it's been a week or so, but I did enjoy this movie quite a bit, so I wanted to talk about it. Pearl is a prequel to a movie that released in March called X, and X is one of my favorite movies of the year so far. So I was really excited for this. It follows Mia Goth's character, and it kind of goes through an origin story of her character from the first movie. It's very strange for two movies in the same series to come out so quickly after each other. And what happened was the director of both films, Ty West, was, I believe, quarantined because he made this movie during the pandemic. And I think while he was quarantined for like 2 weeks, he decided to just write, or he was inspired to write a prequel to the film. And it's really kind of fascinating. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before, where you have a prequel come out literally like 6 months after the first movie. And he's already working on movie number 3 in this series, also starring Mia Goth. Pearl also features Mia Goth with writing credits. So I think this is her first time with credits as to writing the film. And I think she did a pretty decent job. I look forward to seeing what else she's able to do, and especially what she's able to do with Ty West in the future in this series. Pearl is very different from X in the fact that it's really more of a character study. X kind of felt like a throwback to 70s horror movies, slashers like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and that kind of thing. And I really loved the vibe that it was going for. This one is a bit more intense. The gore is roughly around the same level, I think, maybe a little bit more, but it's more intense in the actual like themes that it's dealing with. And it gets really deep into Pearl's story, and it deals with her life in towards the end of World War I, when her husband is off fighting in the war, and she's living with her mother and her father, who has suffered from the Spanish flu, which was creating a massive pandemic during 1918. So you kind of see those parallels between the pandemic of 2020 and the pandemic in 1918 in the story and the themes there. I think the most impressive thing about Pearl is Mia Goth and her performance. She is mesmerizing in this movie. She was very good in X, and she takes it to a whole nother level with Pearl. Insanely creepy performance, insanely riveting performance. There's a scene towards the end of the movie that's just like a 5-minute dialogue scene with her giving this monologue, and it is just jaw-dropping at points. I think like she will never get it, but I think she was truly Oscar-worthy in this movie. Outside of her performance, I didn't feel like this one was as strong as X, but I still like the themes that it explored with old age and regret, and kind of our relationship with movies and stardom and that kind of thing. And I thought it explored some valuable territory there. My grade on Pearl is 4 stars out of 5. If it's still in a theater near you, highly recommend going out and seeing this one in a theater. All right, that's going to wrap this one up. Stay tuned for the next horror movie review, and happy spooky season, everybody. See you later.